Hey everybody, and welcome to the video. Today we're going over 3 ways you can help combat late night snacking. Let's get into it. So happy Labor Day, everybody, and shout out to those of you who work in retail like me. Most of these holidays are just another day, so I don't really get any extra time off or anything, but I hope everyone's having a great day so far. So last week I posted the first video in this new format for Walk With Me, and I think it went really well. And I actually got a couple of new topics from the comments in that video. So this video is actually coming from a comment someone had left for me. The comment comes from SeaTurtle7777. I gotta stop and read this. So the main question, can you help me out with my toughest challenge right now? It's after dinner evening snacking. I'm totally disciplined at work, but at home somehow mental framework isn't nailed down. So I came up with a few tips and strategies that I use still on a daily basis to help prevent that. For me personally, I am also a late night snacker. You know, usually by the end of the day, you're tired. More often than not, you prep your breakfast and you prep your lunch, but you don't necessarily prep dinner and snacks. So you're not going into it quite as prepared, and it's definitely a time where damage can be done. So the first thing I would recommend for this, if you're not already, look into intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is basically a shortened window of eating every day. You're not eating less calories and you're not eating anything different. You just condense down all of your meals into a shorter period of time. Most commonly, you'll see a 16-8 split, and that is where you fast for 16 hours, you're intaking no calories, and you eat all of your calories through the day in an 8-hour window. So fast for 16, eat for 8 equals 24 hours in your day. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite strategies to prevent overeating in general, but especially at night. Shortening that eating window, I usually eat breakfast around noon. So I'll eat all of my calories usually between about noon and 8 o'clock. So that gives you a lot more wiggle room for what you can eat at night. You can save more calories for that time frame. So instead of trying to change your instincts, you're working around it and you're leaning into it and kind of using that to your advantage. So if you tend to eat more at night, eat less in the morning, save more calories for nighttime. I've made a video on intermittent fasting before, so definitely check that out. It's an older one, but everything is still very much true. So that would be the first thing I would recommend to look into if you haven't yet already. All right, and the next thing I wanted to bring up is make sure that you're choosing the right snacks to eat. I know you had mentioned already that you're eating fruit, which is great low-calorie snack. I would also recommend to test and try some different vegetables. See what vegetables that you like. If you eat a meal-sized portion of vegetables, worst case scenario, you're looking at a few hundred calories at the absolute most. So vegetables make for a really great low-calorie snack if you're sitting around at night on the couch and just kind of bored eating. Switch it to vegetables. That'll be a really good way to still feel full, but not really go way over your daily numbers. And also something I think that gets overlooked a lot in flexible dieting, with all the different things I see online, test out and trying to eat some higher fat foods. You know, fat is a lot of what makes a food satiating and filling. And a lot of the lower calorie options, you know, might be high in carbs or might be high in protein, but they take out all that fat to save on the calories. But that would be something else I would try if I were you. You know, look into some vegetables that work well, and then also try some higher fat foods. See if it makes a difference. Some people do really well with a higher fat diet versus a higher carb diet, so always worth experimenting. All right, the last thing I wanted to bring up, try and have bigger portions for your meals throughout the day. And I know I'm kind of speaking out of both sides of my mouth here with saying to save your calories for the night and then also not to and put them into your meal. Everyone has to kind of find that balance point because you can definitely go too far with saving your calories for the nighttime. I've went through stages where I push back my breakfast until like 2 p.m. and then I have a small lunch at 5 p.m. and then I'm eating 2,000 calories right before bed. And that works for some people and it works for me sometimes too, but a lot of times it takes a lot of willpower to keep your calories so low. So that'd be another thing I would experiment and try with I'm not sure how your calories are distributed right now, but I know for me in the past, there's been a lot of times where I've had to kind of redistribute my calories throughout the day. But that is gonna wrap it up for the video today, everybody. I am so excited with this new format. You guys are asking some awesome questions, and I really appreciate it. And thank you to Sea Turtle for providing this week's. And I actually already have next week's video idea set up from a different comment. So we'll be covering people noticing or not noticing your weight loss when you're mid-journey. But make sure to like the video if you did enjoy this. That really helps the channel grow quite a bit. And be sure to subscribe as well. I put these out every Monday. I put other videos out every Friday. And leave me a comment down below. What's your best tip for preventing late night snacking or working with it? I'd love to get some more ideas for everyone to share down below. But until next time, I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.